November is on its way. And with November will come the defeat of the Democratic Party. There will be a Republican avalanche this year. Heck, even I'm going to vote Republican. Now there are those who will say that the Republicans brought the economic mess that we are in today upon us. That when Bush was in office, he led our country to economic ruin. Well, I think in some manner they are correct. Bush was not good when it came to the economy. Afghanistan was a justifiable war. Iraq was not. I mean, if we were in Iraq now just for the oil, well then I could understand that. But apparently we simply went in to free the population of Iraq, at the tune of almost $1 trillion for us. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, freedom does have a price, and that price was too high. But back to the United States political situation. Now, the reason I'm going to vote Republican is because the Democrats only offer sunshines and unicorns, and that's all they offer. There's no pain, there's no suffering, there's no sacrifice required if you want to become a Democrat. All there is rainbows and unicorns and happiness. Well, I'm sorry, I don't live in that world. I live in a world where there's 10% unemployment in the United States, where there are 10% of the population living on food stamps, where there's crime, where there's suffering, where there is hopelessness and depression. We are not in a recession, we are in a depression, and I feel the party that is best suited to handle that are the Republicans. They say things like, no pension increases this year. They say things like, no new taxes. They say things like, it's time to cut some programs. The Democrats never want to cut anything. All they want to do is raise taxes on the rich. And then when the rich run out of money, they'll raise taxes on the middle class. And when the middle class runs out of money, they'll raise taxes on the poor. Well, I'm sorry, but that is not going to work anymore. It's time for everyone to take a haircut. It's time for everyone to collectively suffer as a whole. There's no one going to get out of this alive, so to speak. Everyone is going to take one for the team. And the people who are going to bring that about are going to be the Republicans, not the Democrats. Now, I know that many of you don't want to experience pain, but the reality is, if we continue along the path we're at now, printing money and funding all these programs that we simply can't afford, it will destroy our country. One day our economy will simply break, and then there won't be an end to the suffering. Then there's the fact that the Democrats who control the Senate, the House, and the White House have had more money than any administration in countless memory. They have had the ability to spend trillions of dollars, and they have not spent that money well. Do you see the new jobs? I don't. I see nothing. We have spent so much money, and I see so very little. Now yes, they did manage to keep the financial system from completely collapsing, but as far as Main Street goes, where is it? The bankers are still getting their bonuses. How is that justice? After all the money we've spent, the fat cats are still getting fatter. I mean, it's absolutely ludicrous. Because the Democrats have not made any attempt to rein in Wall Street, to control them, to box them, why would I want to continue to trust them? I believe if we put the Republicans in power and we send a clear message that we want action taken against Wall Street, we will see results. If we send a message that we want to see free trade among countries restricted, that we want to see jobs kept here in America, I believe that the Republicans will attack those issues because they've been kicked out of power, and they will want to do whatever it takes to come back. So I say, let's give them another chance. They can't do any worse than the Democrats have already done. I know that my one vote alone won't change things. But if you're fed up like I am, if you're tired of illegal immigration, if you're frightened by the fact that the government solution to all of our problems is to magically create more money and to worry about the debt later, then you should vote Republican. We must send a message that the exorbitant printing of money must stop, that the government workers of this country must have a wage freeze, that pension reform must happen. I'm sorry, America, but in order for us to survive, there will have to be pain. And the Democrats will not bring that pain. They will just bring us oblivion. We must have an end to the madness, and the Republicans are offering that. And so I will take their offer up. Good day to you.